Anyway, guys, good morning. Right now, guys, is Wednesday. Um, we're in New York, and man, listen, the internet will give you the internet and the world. But Lord, listen, these internet streets are real out here. Let me just tell you. Anyway, for the newcomers, welcome. My name is Rosa, aka Sharon. I am the Rose of Sharon. Okay. But it sounds so much better as a Rosa in Spanish. Okay, so it's Sharon Rose, but Rosa sounds so much better in Sharon. So I like the flavor. Okay, I need to find out how my name sound in Rosa sounds in I know Africa have a lot of different um, language, so I would love to know. There's a car behind me, and he's like right on my back. That's how they force you to speed up. But I'm not in the mood to speed this morning. I just want to talk to you guys. I would like to talk to you guys about trappings in a relationship, preferably a marriage. That's what I want to talk to you guys about this morning. Men, I'm talking to the men. First of all, on my channel, men listen too much. 70% of my listeners are men. Men, I would like to talk to you because you guys are very instrumental in the family structure. We need you. I just want to say that the family, the kids, the wife, the aunts, the uncles. I'm sorry. Yes. The kids need you. Boys, girls, they need you. First of all, let me just say that. I just wanna have a conversation this morning because this is like, it's so funny how in society, it's a lot of followers, right? So once something goes out in society, people just normalize it, and it's not normal. 20 years ago, this was not the norm. 50 years ago, this was not the norm. And they could blame it on feminism all they want to. Each person got to take responsibility. The females saying they don't need a man, it's just ridiculous. No one stands alone, guys. Woman on woman, okay, let's talk about it. Cannot produce kids. Yes, you can go get fertilized, but you still need a man, right? You still need the man for the sperm, right? So we each need each other. And first of all, it's not good. Genesis 2:18, for men to be alone. We weren't meant to be alone. You know that if there's an infant and the infant is not being held, the infant will die. Human beings were not meant to be alone. They need companion. Okay, let me just make that straight. So this whole thing that's going on in society, just because of material things, money, we don't need each other, the big glamorous house. You're in the house, but you're lonely. Okay? And I don't care how much woman or men is around you. If a man or woman, you still gonna need that real feminine energy. Nothing replace that. You can get your surgery all you want to. The inside, I'm not talking about the outside, the inside makeup can never, ever be a woman. And let me just say this. I have gay friends, so I'm not gay bashing. I'm just coming here to really speak to the masses this morning and share my opinion, right? That's all I want to do. You guys can leave it down here in the comment how you feel. That's fine. Just be respectful. We need to be having some discussion. And I also want you guys to know I'm coming from a spiritual, like a spiritual point of view. Okay, I think it's Romans 8:6, right? If you live in the flesh, guys, you're breathing death into your life. But if you live of the spirits, you will have everlasting life. All right? Okay. I want to talk about this trappings that men feel like when they're married to you, they take you for granted. When they're married, or I'm really going to talk about marriage, but it could be in a relationship. But remember, in a relationship, they could always walk away because there's no commitment. Let's just talk. And in a marriage, they do it now too because they don't care. Nobody cares about the covenant. Nobody cares that it's 3 people involved in the marriage. We're not even talking about the kids right now. We're just talking about the order, the natural order of life. I think that's 1 Corinthians 13, right, guys? Listen. where God is the head of the household, of your temple, whatever you want to call it, is God, the husband, the natural order, the wife, and the kids. Now, in the world, they would say it's the wife, the kids, then the husband, and God last in the world. Okay? But let's just go off of the biblical laws. Listen. Listen, this is Sodom and Gomorrah itself. And remember how God destroyed that. All right? If this wickedness continue, guys, things are just going to get worse and worse and worse until each man drop on them knee and said, Jesus is Lord. Praise God. Okay? And have some manners and respect for the kingdom. Listen, you can do whatever you want to do. We all going to leave this earth. All right? But this is not the end. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying to you guys is stop living for the moment and think about your everlasting life. All right? John 3:16. For God so loved the world so much, he gave his only begotten son. So whoever believeth in him will never perish but have everlasting life. I just really want to come, like, if you look on the internet, it's so much filth, dirt, disgusting. No, okay. So say I did a video about like side chicks, but I want to talk to the men today. Men that think they taking their wives for granted, not taking them out, using the money on the side chick, not paying rent, using the money on the side chick, go take lavish vacation or what have you. All right, so why would you be in the marriage? Why not just leave? But that's your intention. You know what I mean? You want to have fun. You want to have fun, you know, because that all right there outside is a fantasy. But you cannot deal with the reality of paying the bills, taking care of your family, but you're not thinking about the long term. You're not thinking about the legacy of, you know, that you're leaving behind, your children, your grandchildren. You're not looking so far. Those boys are looking up to you, so you are their leader, and then this is what you're showing them. This is the character that you're showing them, so they're just going to continue the trend that you set as a dad. The little girls, when they don't have a good male structure in their life, they start going out when they start looking for a mate, and they start looking for a man to fill the space of their father. So what they run into is abusive men, because they don't have that family structure. So the first man they latch on to that's abusing them and everything, they think that's the example. And then she jumps from relationship to relationship, and all of her partners are abusive. All right, I'm a woman, so I'm speaking from experience, okay? And let me just say this. You can have a dad in the house and he's just absent as well. Let's be clear on that. I grew up with my mother and my father. I had a family structure that had marriages, right? So let's be clear on that. The father could be in the house, but he don't relate to the kids. All he do is a provider. You don't see no love. You don't see no love, okay? But he's a provider. And it's just learned behavior that needs to stop. If there's, okay, now you have books. Now you have books, right? So you can improve your parenting skills. You could improve your role as a husband. You understand? You could improve, and wife too, you know, because marriage is not for the weak. Marriage is not for the weak, guys. Marriage is it's a lifetime commitment. You have to be a leader. You have to be committed for the long run. It's a choice that you make each and every day. If you choose to cheat, and then, you know, the thing about when people go out there and cheat, guys, the sad thing is they don't even use a condom. So say you have a wife that's in the house and she's not doing anything. You go out, you bring back diseases, all type of STD, all type of soul tie. Wow, there's an old lady in the left lane driving like 20 miles. Woo. Let's not talk about the spiritual STD, guys. It's such a thing. Yeah, soul tie, demon transfer. Okay, listen. I needed to come on here and talk. It's just like, like so much inside of me that needs to come out, and it's not a good thing. So let me just let me just I need you guys to follow this story. Chrissy and her husband, and also her friend Wally British. It's a lot to talk about. You could just look up Wally British, and the whole story will come up. You'll see. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you listen to the wife. Her and her husband do pranks, right? I just came across their page. Her and her husband, that's their life. That's what they do. That's what they're famous for on YouTube. They do pranks, right? And so he went out and cheated. It's not the first time, but it's just the first time he got caught, allegedly. Okay? And the thing about it, guys, is the friend. Now, what kind of friend are you? Would you tell the wife, your friend, that the husband is cheating, or would you just mind your business? Before I play the video, I just want to say this. The man that is cheating and know that his wife is your friend, he will never ever try bringing a side chick around if you was not comfortable with it. Because first you're going to give him the side eye, and if you're a good friend, you're going to take him to the side and tell him, please don't do that around me, because, and I'm talking about for the good friends. Y'all leave it down here in the comment. He would just know. He would just know not to bring that mess around you. Because if he respects your friendship, he would never ever do that. He would go do his cheating, whatever. But I think that, in my opinion, Wally British, allegedly, it's not the first time he brought girls around, and, you know, she's kind of like a chill female. So she probably was like, no big deal. But nah, I wouldn't want to see that. It happened in my family, and I just was not the one. I would not be smiling up with no side chick. I'm not playing that game. I'm telling you. So listen to this. This is the wife.
You are. No, I am sick. Right now, I am sick. And I have to be. You can't even face me. You can't even face me. You're not even brave enough to come and apologize to the people that care about you on the internet. But no, you're talking about it is a prank. She ain't care on that prank there with me. Well, I know I owe me. Listen. Look here, I know my worth and I know what I bring to the table.
That's good.
Right? And I refuse to let a female that doesn't even respect herself. You took advantage of this girl. You know she don't live now. You take a girl and put in a hotel.
I love that the wife said that he took advantage of the young lady. The young lady is about 21, 22 years old. And she put the story online. I'm gonna leave the full video in this description. Right now I'm driving, but I will put the full video in the description below. And you guys make sure you comment. I like that the wife knows, and you know, she's upset, yes, you know, because she's at home with 4 children and 4 girls at that. And let me tell the husbands that decides to go out there and cheat, whether you have girls or boys, but especially when you have girls and you do this. Let me just say this: Exodus 20, guys, it's a generational curse, and you will reap what you sow, okay? And if you don't reap it, your kids, the 3rd and the 4th generation will reap it. Go ahead and read Exodus 20, okay, guys? Listen, there's nothing new under the sun, all right? But it's just getting worse and worse. Again, remember Sodom and Gomorrah, how God destroyed them. So this is disgusting. Everybody's cheating, everybody licking and sucking all over the place. It's just disgusting, guys. Diseases, nobody cares. You go out there and cheat, you're not using condoms. You don't know these people from nowhere. What if you bring home a thing called AIDS? You understand? Do you not care about yourself? Is sex worth it, guys? Is it really worth it? You guys really need to go and check yourself out and work on your childhood trauma. Figure it out. Before you even get into a relationship, you need to. And a lot of people don't even remember their childhood trauma. They don't remember that things happen in their childhood that devastated them so much, that will show up later on in life. Okay, a lot of people don't recognize that their husband or wife is a children, or mother, or grandmother, grandfather, or a narcissist until something dramatic happens, and then that activates, really, really activates their personality. Okay? It really activated. They could be calm because remember, they're taking your energy. They taking your energy, so you kind of like regulate them. But when something happened and they don't know how to deal with it, they go all out of whack. When I talk about these people, I'm gonna start leaving the video here. Let's continue and then we'll talk about it.
You know she not live now. You take a girl and put in a hotel. And me want to relax in a hotel.
Right?
Are you crazy? I want to go and relax for a weekend with all the back pain, with all the misery, all the sorrow.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. How much, if you're not a wife, you can't understand. If you have just been a side chick and never a wife, you cannot understand the pain of a wife. Of course the husband is going to say, oh, she's home, she's not doing anything, she's dirty, she don't clean. What is the other excuse? She's crazy. First of all, if a man comes to, like, if I'm dealing with a man, right, and he's coming to me into our new relationship and I don't know he's married or nothing, right, whoever you're dealing with, and he's a new relationship, and he's coming to you straight and he's talking about another female, you stop him right there in his track, because he's going to do the same thing to you. A pair of dirty man, I don't know how to say that in American, but a pair of dirty man, dirty men, nasty, dusties will sit there and discuss, especially a woman they have children with, a woman they are in a long-term relationship with, and discuss her as if she's nothing. He should definitely not be speaking, and especially if you don't even know. You guys are not in a relationship. The relationship just started. And if the relationship start on sand, it will end on sand. All right? It did not start on a good foundation. And remember, whatever he does to his wife, oh yeah, you're new and everything, but you'll get it as well. But you'll get it worse because you knew the circumstances, you know? Know your worth, guys. For the men that think that they could trap females because they have children or because they're married, let me tell you something. I've been in a 25-year relationship. It was very hard, but I had to walk away. I had to walk away with my head way up high because I know my worth. Why would I stay in a relationship with somebody that's going to dog me out? Dog me out, dog me out. I'm committed. I'm giving you all of me, and you're dogging me out. No, you leave. I don't care if you have 10 kids. This lady in my building, she had 10 kids. This is why it's good to talk to older women too. Wise older women. And she said, she remember when she left her last baby father, right? I hate that word now. Just be careful who you have children with. It really leaves a long-lasting impression on the kids, their grandkids that you're not even thinking about. Devastate and destroy your family. Having children by the wrong man. Having children, I was going to say compare it to buying a house, but no. You really got to dig. And sometimes, even though when you dig and you think you know them, you really don't, because at the end of the relationship is where they really show you their assets. Okay? So anyway, the lady with the 10 kids now, the last baby father told her nobody would want her. But how come you want me? I had other kids before you, you know? Anyway, but she did get a man to marry her with all her 10 kids. So the reason why I'm saying that is, never think that you're trapped. God don't want you to be slave, okay? God do not want you to be a slave in no relationship. All right? So pick up your cross and walk, and he will help you. You don't have to feel like you're tied down and trapped to no man. You don't have to worship no man, no man. I don't care how big his penis is. I don't care what material things he's giving you, but still enslaving you at the same time. I don't care how cute he is and how much women want him, so you don't want to leave him because you build with him and you think the next woman is going to come and inherit. Walk away and leave it all. I encourage marriage, but a good marriage. God did not want you to be in an abusive situation. If you're in an abusive situation, guys, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. All right? The only way things will change is if that person decides to turn around from their wicked ways. All right? And a lot of men saw the abuse in their family, so the cycle continues. All right? Make sure you guys take care of your mental health. It's very, very important. If you're getting abused, just know that the kids are getting abused too. It's mental abuse, psychological abuse. He may not have hit your child yet, but eventually he will. And one thing that is sickening these days, you see how much women and men are getting killed, okay, due to staying in an abusive relationship. Pick up your cross and flee, guys. So let me just give out Safe Horizon website right now. That's safehorizon.org. If you guys are ever in a situation that you need to flee with your 10 kids, with your 6 kids, with your 1 kids, with your newborn, flee. Call Safe Horizon. First of all, they have 24-hour counseling. They changed my lock for me after I got choked out, guys. Okay? Yeah, choked out. I never had abuse in my relationship until the end. So once your eyes are open and you see the abuse coming, you got to flee. Don't stay in an abusive relationship. It only gets worse. Do not get carried out in a body bag. This is how I have to come here and speak to you guys, because you need to know this is real. All right? When I do domestic violence video, I need to talk to you guys so you can understand what I'm saying to you. Abuse is not okay. Whether it's coming from a man, a woman, a child, a mother or a father, grandfather, boss, church, senior, it doesn't matter. A nursing home, it's never okay. And I could even talk from that side, spiritual abuse and all type of stuff, where they use and mimic the Bible to keep people enslaved. All right? God do not want you to be a slave. All right? He wants you to be free so you could glorify his name in Jesus' name. All right, guys? Please leave it in your comments. One thing I would like to know from my ladies here, if you had a friend and her husband was cheating on her, would you tell, how would you deal with it? Do you think it's right for the husband to bring a side chick around you, and how would you deal with that? And for the husbands, why do you take your wife for granted? Why? Because you think you've been with her a long time, she won't go anywhere? And how would you feel if she walk away? Would it all be worth it in the end? And if you have a side chick, leave it here. Why? Why do you disrespect your wife? All right. Okay, guys. That's what I wanted to ask you this morning. Leave it in the comment. Let's talk here.